Every modern civilization treats energy as something that must be produced, transported, stored, and constantly stabilized. Power is generated in one location, transmitted across vast distances, regulated by grids, and consumed elsewhere. This architecture is presented as inevitable, efficient, and modern. It is taught as the only rational way to power complex societies. It is not. Energy scarcity, blackouts, grid failures, rolling outages, and cascading collapses are not unavoidable side effects of progress. They are the outcome of a specific infrastructural choice. A choice to concentrate energy, centralize control, and depend on uninterrupted operation. A choice that trades adaptability for authority. Ancient civilizations approached energy from a fundamentally different perspective. They did not attempt to generate power in isolated facilities and distribute it through fragile networks. They did not pursue constant output or perfect balance. Instead, they designed systems that harvested energy where it naturally emerged and embedded that energy directly into daily life. The dark network expanded its investigation from ancient water systems to ancient energy systems. The pattern remained unchanged. Ancient infrastructure was decentralized, passive, and resilient. Modern systems are centralized, fuel-dependent, and structurally fragile. This difference is not technological. It is philosophical. Ancient energy systems did not rely on combustion. They relied on gradients, thermal gradients, pressure differentials, mechanical balance, seasonal cycles, environmental asymmetries. Rather than forcing energy into existence, ancient systems captured energy already in motion. They converted natural differences into useful work without fuel, without grids, and without centralized oversight. Energy was not generated, it was revealed. Water wheels transformed slow, predictable flow into continuous mechanical motion. Wind structures captured directional pressure without storage or buffering. Gravity-based systems converted elevation into sustained labor. Thermal mass exploited daily temperature variation to drive circulation, ventilation, and climate regulation. None of these required ignition. None required constant monitoring. None demanded perfect conditions. More importantly, none of these systems collapsed when conditions changed. Ancient energy systems were designed to operate within variability, not eliminate it. Output fluctuated. Performance adapted. Energy availability rose and fell with natural cycles. But the system itself endured. Failure was local. Redundancy was structural. Repair was incremental. Knowledge was distributed. Modern grids operate on the opposite logic. They demand constant equilibrium. Supply must precisely match demand at every moment. Frequency must remain stable. Pressure must be regulated. Minor deviations propagate rapidly. A single fault can cascade across entire regions faster than human intervention. This fragility is not a technological accident. It is a design consequence. Centralized energy systems offer efficiency, scalability, and administrative clarity. They also concentrate risk. When fuel supply is disrupted, generation halts. When transmission lines fail, cities go dark. When control systems malfunction, collapse spreads faster than recovery. Ancient systems avoided this entirely by never centralizing generation. Energy was embedded into everyday infrastructure. Mills, lifts, ventilation shafts, heating systems, transport mechanisms, and industrial processes all operated on localized energy capture. Each component functioned independently. There was no master switch, no central node, no single point of failure. Control was impossible, and that was precisely the issue. As states expanded, energy became a strategic asset. Control of energy meant control of production, logistics, military capacity, urban density, and population growth. Decentralized systems undermined this leverage. They reduced dependency. They limited enforcement. They resisted monopolization. They were incompatible with centralized authority. So they were replaced. Mechanical systems were abandoned in favor of fuel-based generation. Passive designs were labeled inefficient. Distributed infrastructure was dismantled, absorbed, or left to decay. Knowledge fragmented. Context disappeared. Skills were no longer transmitted. The narrative shifted. Ancient energy systems were reframed as primitive experiments. Their function was minimized. Their durability ignored. Their sophistication dismissed as coincidence. But the archaeological record contradicts this framing. Many ancient energy systems operated continuously for centuries, even millennia, with minimal intervention. Modern grids struggle to maintain stability for decades without constant fuel input, complex regulation, and escalating maintenance costs. Ancient energy systems did not fail catastrophically. They degraded gradually. Wear was visible. Stress was distributed. Repair occurred before collapse. Modern systems fail abruptly. This explains why modern energy crises feel sudden and disorienting. Power disappears instantly. Entire regions are affected simultaneously. Recovery depends on centralized coordination, external fuel, and geopolitical stability. The dark network identified a direct historical correlation. Wherever energy systems became centralized, vulnerability increased. Wherever decentralization persisted, resilience followed. Modern civilization repeatedly chose efficiency over resilience. That choice produced modern energy scarcity. Energy scarcity is not a lack of resources. It is a lack of resilient systems. Ancient engineers understood that stability emerges from distribution, not concentration. They designed systems that absorbed fluctuation rather than resisting it. Modern infrastructure rejected this principle in favor of control, predictability, and extraction. The consequences are now visible everywhere. Blackouts, grid failures, fuel dependency, geopolitical leverage, infrastructure debt, systemic fragility. These are not failures of technology. They are outcomes of design. Ancient energy systems were not abandoned because they failed. They were abandoned because they could not be easily controlled, throttled, taxed, or monopolized. History did not forget these systems. It edited them out. This file documents that decision. Analysis complete. The file remains open. Subscribe to Dark History Files to access the next erased system. The system relies on silence. Do not give it what it wants.